everyone, and welcome back to Move Daily Fitness. My name is Stratton.
And I'm Tracy, and today's workout, we're gonna let them pick their own workout, Strat.
Yes, we are.
Okay, here's your format. We'll do an upper body exercise followed by a lower body, and then you're either gonna do cardio with me
or abs with me. So your format for today is gonna be 45 seconds of work with 15 seconds in between, and we're gonna repeat each round
twice. Okay, we'll start you with a warm-up. I'll lead that, and then we'll end with a cool down together. Are you ready to move daily?
Me too, us too. Let's do it.
All right, maybe intervals on the watch. Let's start with a warm up here. We're gonna start with some hip cars. So just up and around. We'll get that ball and socket in the hip warmed up. Stratton and I have tried to film this with both of us before, and it's a little tricky because you have to be coordinated, and together we are not that, but we'll get you warmed up and ready to go. Reverse direction here. Up and around for 5. Last one on this side. And switch legs, nice and tall, all the way around. And switch direction. Last one here, and let's take it wide, hand to toe tap. Right here, if you can't touch your toe, touch your knee or shin. And let's go into a side-to-side lunge. Reach your hips back. You can draw the shoulder toward the opposite knee here. And come to tall, standing here, hand to toe tap as we stand. Kick those legs forward. Just warming up hamstrings, hip flexor here, lower back. And take it wide, open in the chest. Last one here. And we'll finish right here with that torso turn. Never said goodbye, think I broke your trust, should have known this all along. Don't wanna be the one that you're trying to avoid. I'm feeling so confused. All right, take a look at the screen, grab your weights. We'll call out the weight amounts that we're using, but lift within your own abilities, and here we go. Okay, we're starting with a sumo squat pulse. I've got my 12-pound dumbbells.
I have my 30-pound dumbbell.
Okay, wide stance, shoulders back, pulse at the bottom, and squeeze the glutes at the top, Strat.
Squeeze them, squeeze the cheeks.
Here we go. Down and pulse, up and stand. Good. So I've got my 12s. You said you've got your 30, which means
Yes.
I've got 24 pounds, and you only have 30.
Well, that means I'm 6 pounds better than you.
I feel like you should have gone heavier than me.
I should have, but
here we are. I don't know what they say. I think they say, move daily.
Sure.
Something like that. Keep your shoulders back as you're going down. You're super tall. All right, we're going into alternating bicep curls. I'm gonna stick with my 12s for this round.
I'm gonna
Out
stick
to the
with-
side, yeah.
I'm gonna stick with my 30s.
Okay, here we go. Roll the shoulders back, knees are soft. And alternating. Keeping that elbow close to the body, wrists are locked in neutral here.
was golden, you gotta know. I was standing on the border. The walls around me kept me safe. I couldn't see that I was shutting you out. I was stuck up in pride. I'm waking up.
We've got your pick coming up, so you can follow Stratton with abs, and he's gonna go down on the ground for a leg raise, or you can follow me for cardio, and we're gonna do 2 jacks, 2 frogs. All right. Pick who you'd like to follow. Jack here, 2 frogs. This is low impact if you want that variation. I'm gonna kick it up. Leg raises here. Ready? Here we go. 2 jacks, 2 frogs.
Want you to know that I need you. All my life for someone like you. I would watch the days go by, wasted in blue. I was out of use. Now every day, every night, every moment with you, I'm walking on air. And every day, every way.
All right, back to the top. Back to your sumo squat. I'm gonna go a little heavier with my 15s.
15 times 2, 30. I'll go with my 45.
You better get with it. You got 3 seconds. Here we go. And pulse at the bottom. Pulse and squeeze at the top. Yeah, you can't let me show you up there. Cannot let that happen.
Nope.
Crazy for love. Whenever lost, whenever down, you know what to do.
Having that nice wide stance lets you get a little bit lower, really lengthen through the glute. So put your mind in that muscle.
Every day, every night, every moment with you, I'm walking on air.
Okay, back to your alternating curl. I'll go with 15s this time.
Go with 35s this time.
Roll the shoulders back, alternate right here. I find like you're a slow mover in between.
I'm used to the 20 seconds, so.
In Stratton's workout, he gives you 20 seconds break, and I know a lot of you like that. I'm all like ready to go. Staring over at him, kind of going, you better move, guy. It's starting. Stick your chest out here. Don't start rounding those shoulders. The weight's getting heavier. Keep it going. Okay, abs with strat, or back to your cardio here. Here if you don't need the break.
Leg raise if you're with me.
Leg raises down there, that's right. All right, ready? Let's work. 2, frog, 1. We're gonna be moving back into lower body right away here. We're gonna go into a alternating front lunge. So get ready to transition. Okay, I'll grab 15s here.
I will grab 25s.
We'll alternate this front lunge. You're tall. Alternate legs and drop. Now, do you tap your knee on the ground, Strat? You don't.
No, I don't.
I do, and it's okay to do either way.
I get it to just above.
A little hover.
Yeah, a little hover. Well, that time I tapped it, but.
But normally it's just a hover. We're gonna be taking it down to the ground for tricep press next. On your back, I've got my 15s.
I'll stick with my 25.
Okay, palms face each other. We're pressing to the ceiling. Get ready. Straight up and down. And we push. Good. Try not to let those arms bounce off the ground. Sometimes we tend to use that as a little momentum strat.
I'm not bouncing.
No, not you, but sometimes they do. No, just teasing. As a trainer, though, that's easy to observe, people just using the ground as momentum. Just hover and press. Stratton staying down there for the turtle crunch. I'm standing up, and we're doing ice skaters. Okay, so side to side, here for low impact, right? Hinge at the waist, 45 seconds, here we go. Ten seconds here. Work, then we're back to our front lunge.
Sure, so cold, but we're always coming back for more. Egos in this wicked game.
Okay, round two.
I've got you.
Back to my 15s.
Sticking the same weight, my 25s.
Yeah,
Used to putzing around a little
you
bit.
are. Here we go. Stratton will go a little bit slower because he's got a heavier weight. I'm a little bit quicker because lighter, obviously. Remember to drop straight up and down right here. Keep your back tall. Okay, on your backs, into the tricep press. Same weights, 15s for me.
25s for me.
Wrist locked in neutral, and we press and down. Good. Almost there, and we'll stand up for cardio or stay down on the ground for your abs. All right, good. I feel like we should do a poll at the end in the comments to see who was more popular, yours or mine. I feel like yours might be. Okay, ice skaters here. Here we go, and big jump. We've got a water break coming up next. So work hard here. halfway, go, go. Very nice. Okay, grab a drink. Take a look at the screen. That's
Join us
what's
back.
Yeah, join us back. That's what's next. All right. How you feeling, Strat?
Good. How are you? Good.
Going into your deadlift, I've got my 25s here.
I will hold my 35s.
Oh, trying to one-up me. I
Well.
see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Okay, stiff leg. Knees are soft, but legs are stiff. We're hinging at the waist. So you're slow. 2, 3, and up. Good. Squeeze your glutes to the top. Really think of reaching your hips back here, and dumbbells stay close to the shins. We're gonna go into that bent over row. I'm gonna take mine from the ground. Stratton's gonna stand. All right, so I'll hold 15s.
I will hold, do you have 25? 30s, yeah.
Okay, renegade row or bent over row. Nice and flat back. Here we go. So you're alternating or following Strat. If you need to take a break and stretch your back halfway, feel free to do that. This is halfway. Stratton's going into a side crunch coming up. And I'm gonna go into 2 jack front squat.
I will call halfway on that side crunch. We'll switch sides.
2 jack, front squat there, that's low impact. Get ready. Here we go.
That's half, switch sides.
All right, back to the top. Let's go back to the deadlifts. Good, using 25s again for me.
Stick with my 35s.
And we're hinging at the waist. Stick your chest out. And we're slow. 2, 3, and up. We're thinking of those hamstrings lengthening and then contracting.
I'm different for a reason. Kept the engine on, never stayed too long. I'm alright, I don't mind being restless. Something in your eye made me stay all night. I can see you are different too. Love me like a stranger, like a melody, flowing wild and free. Love me like a stranger.
All right, into your rows. Do you need these 25 Strat?
No, I'll stick with the 30s.
Okay, well, have your way. All right, renegade row or bent over row. Back is flat. Either row, make sure you have a nice flat back. If you're hitting the renegade, you're pulling toward that hip between the hip and the chest. Try not to rock the body. Elbows coming toward the ceiling in both lifts.
Maybe you're a bird singing for believers.
Nice. Cardio or abs.
But never meant for preaching.
All right, 2 jack front squat.
Side crunch, I'll call half.
Here we go.
Where your heart's at, you might cross the sea. What will be, wanna make this adventure with you. Love me like a stranger, like a melody, flowing wild and free. Love me like a stranger,
That's half switch.
let it be unique. Run away with me. Love me like a, love me like a, love me like a.
Going into a single leg reverse lunge. Okay. Woo. I'm gonna hold 125.
I will hold 135.
Okay, let's start on our left leg. Same side, I'll call half. And you're back. Good, we're staying on that one leg, trying to really get that glute on that one side activated. Doing well.
Easy to speak out,
One more here.
but it's a
Switch hands, switch legs.
no supermodel in my dirty.
Of course, you could hold 2 dumbbells here, 1 in each hand. That's fine as well.
Not pretending I'm more like this, a game for the reckless.
We're gonna lighten up to that front lateral combo coming up. Okay, I'm gonna hold 8s.
I guess I'll hold 10s.
I've got the 15s over
Not
here.
doing 20s.
No. To the front, to the side, alternating. Here we go. All right. I'll pass you heavier weights next time. Good, slow and controlled on this. And Strat, even if they have lighter weights, how can they make it more challenging?
Slow down that eccentric phase. No
Yep.
bouncing, no swinging.
All right.
Really control that weight.
But it's a 24-hour streak. Wasting all your thoughts
Stratton's gonna go into that 90-degree crunch coming up.
to think.
And I've got the 3-hop frog squat.
I'm more like this, a game for the reckless. It's so extreme and I don't really care.
All right.
Yeah, no, I don't really.
So low impact here. 1, 2, 3, and frog. Otherwise, we hop. Stratton's legs are gonna be at 90 degrees. 1, 2, 3, and drop.
Yeah, 'cause boy, it's none of your business if I'm a mad woman.
Really wide on that frog squat so you can tap the ground if you can.
Don't be such a stranger. Tell me how you're feeling. You know I don't have to live inside your frames, boy.
Okay, round 2, reverse lunge. Back to my 25,
Back to my 35.
same leg until I call half.
That's a 35.
You're tall, drop it low. And you're here.
Boy, it's none of your business if I'm a mad woman.
And to make this even more challenging, you could stay low, but not really come to full extension at the top. So you're here, keeping a bit of softness in the knee, keeping tension longer on that glute. Switch sides. Other hand, drop it low. Front lateral coming up. Do you want the 12 strat?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Upper body.
Thank you.
One to the front, one to the side. Don't rock the body here. Knees are soft. Stick your chest out and work. Here. Switch.
Close.
I'm gonna switch. The last thing I need is bruised knuckles. Body is stationary here. It's easy to turn, use momentum. Let's focus on those shoulders. Good, one more ab and cardio, then a water break. Down to your 90 degrees with Strat. Okay, 3 hop frog squat with me. Drop it low. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, and low.
You're so different, kind of ignorant. You don't care what people say, people say, people say. I'm going crazy for you, baby. Don't know how you're making me feel this way. What can I say? That's what I like about you. So dangerous. I get this rush when I'm with you. I go all in to lose or win.
Water break coming up. All right, and then we got one more circuit for you. Good, nice. Okay, starting to sweat. Stratton's dead already. All right, take the break if you need. Join us back, pause if you need a little bit longer.
Round 3.
We're gonna go into front squats. We're gonna rack it in the front. I've got my 15s here.
I will do my 25s. I don't have 25s. We're doing 30s.
I told you. All right, he's stronger than me anyway. Here we go, and we drop low and front. Good, so if you can't get a full range of motion here, a very good tip is to elevate those heels. You can put them on like a weighted plate. Even a couple of yoga mats stacked on top of each other can add even half an inch, which could be the difference you need to get a little bit lower. So that's a good tip. Good. Think of those quads at the top. Squeeze.
Also think of the quads at the bottom.
Okay.
Never stop forgetting about the quads.
Never stop thinking about them.
Saying I'm all yours.
That's a good tip. Okay, yeah, sure, you do another one. Let's go into tricep skull crusher, tricep extension. I'm gonna hold my 10s. We're gonna do overhead. I've got all the weights, don't I?
Oh yeah, I'll do 20s.
Hold them together. Knees are soft. And you're up and down right here. If they can't touch together because you have circle dumbbells, hold them separate. That's fine. Hex you can hold together though, which is nice.
Yep, I agree.
like a puzzle, almost.
Is it? Like a really heavy puzzle.
Terribly heavy puzzle. Even heavier when you're laughing.
Baby, I'm in 100%. We've been a year, but you struggle to keep pace. Done everything right. My heart is a mess.
All right, Stratton's gonna go down for the starfish sit-up. I am gonna do hop cardio kicks. Whew, 10s was aggressive. All right, starfish, what do you got, Strat?
Starfish.
Let's talk about your ex.
You're not gonna teach them what it is?
Oh, Opposite arm to leg.
Too late. Here we go.
Tell me, are you really over her? Or am I gonna be the very next? I can feel your heart race to her name. I can take a lie, but I can take the blame. Let's talk about your ex. Let's talk about your ex. Tell me no lie, 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 lie. Tell me no lie.
Okay, let's go to our second round. Back to the front squat. 15s again for me.
Tell me no lies. Tell me
Back to my 30s, I think I was at.
I don't know, but you got 5 seconds, sister.
Goodness gracious.
Here we go. And drop.
laughing with my friends under the sky. Following our hearts, so then we take a ride. Wherever I always try to let my spirit fly, fly away. That's the only way to get that high, high away. If you're looking for trouble, you better count on it. I will give you a struggle, give you a struggle. If you're looking for trouble, I am the needle who will push your bubble, yeah. 'Cause I don't want pieces.
Into the skull crusher. Tricep extension. We were just having a conversation about what this is called. With 2 dumbbells, tricep extension. With 1 dumbbell,
Well, see, now you kind of threw me off because you're holding them together.
fair.
So I
Here we
don't know
go.
if I would still call that a tricep extension.
You would call this a skull crusher?
I think so.
I would call this a skull crusher too, but I was just telling Stratton that someone corrected me. A few people corrected me. They're like, that's not a skull crusher. That's a tricep extension. Doesn't matter. If the dumbbell hits your skull, it's crushed it. And no matter how you slice it, the tricep's doing an extension. So keep your core still.
Here's what I like. Jumping from a roof that is almost too high. Laying on the grass, I close my eyes. Playing my guitar till my fingers are numb. I always
Nice. Okay. Triceps felt that. Last exercise. Oh, Stratton, try holding these. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, add some weights to the starfish if you'd like. Cardio if you can. Right here.
If you're looking for trouble, you better count on it. I will give you a struggle, give you a struggle. If you're looking for trouble, I am the needle who will push your bubble, yeah. 'Cause I don't wanna fight pieces what
Doing well. Halfway. Let's go now. Turn it up.
if you're looking for trouble, you better count on it. I will give you a struggle, give you a struggle.
Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and done.
And you have moved daily.
Yeah, you were like almost a cowboy with that.
Yeah, I was a bit, I don't know, voice crack maybe?
I didn't like it.
No, neither
You
did
have
I.
moved daily.
Yeehaw.
All right, join for a stretch if you can. Let's stretch things out. Good job, everyone. Hinge forward at the waist. Nice hamstring stretch here. Keep that knee soft. Stratton, exercise in sock feet today.
Yes, mainly because I didn't bring my shoes, but there's also a benefit to working out without shoes in flat sock, shoeless socks.
Shoeless socks, switch sides. There actually is. And if you want more information on foot health and how it's beneficial to train barefoot, follow the podcast that I just did with Dr. Jen Perez. She talks all about how shoes can often constrict. You'll do squats sometimes without shoes on
That's
as well.
correct. Yeah, even in a gym setting.
Yeah.
Because my gym allows for
Oh,
that.
they do?
Yeah, just as long as you're not walking around in with no shoes.
Yeah.
Don't be one of those people.
Don't put your
That's-
little sweaty sock
Yeah,
marks.
but I take them off for, like if I do legs, I'll wear Crocs.
Okay.
most days, so that on squatting movements I can go
Really flat.
no shoes, really flat.
Switch sides. Yeah, it's interesting. I've actually learned a lot about shoes from Dr. Jen Perez. I'll link that podcast at the end. I've actually ordered some new ones that are the wide toe box, because that is so important for how your foot can just spread apart and be a foot. One of the tips that she gave on the podcast that I thought was really interesting is take the factory insole out and then step on that. And if your shoe goes over the insole, you know that that shoe is too narrow for your foot. Let's go into a butterfly stretch
If your
right
shoe
here.
goes over the
Yeah, so take the insole out, put your foot on
Okay.
top, and if your foot is like wider than the insole, that's how the foot should be in a shoe, is in its normal position. But we just squish them in. Well, especially women or people that wear high heels. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
once in a while is okay, but for the lion's share of the time, you want to have that space in your feet. So I've ordered these wide toe
I've
box.
seen those before.
Yeah.
I've seen those.
And then
They look a little funny, but
I know, but I think they're going to come into more popularity. Let's go into a quad stretch here. So grab your
did
shoelaces.
you talk with somebody about that? Is that where I saw that from?
Yeah.
With the wide sole?
Yeah. Well, I had.
Are you sure?
I had her on the podcast.
Oh.
So
must
it's a
have-
wide toe box.
Yeah.
And then also having a flat shoe, like a minimalist shoe.
Mm-hmm.
So I know a lot of you subscribers, members have these shoes already, which is great. These OC ones are nice. They're very, I sized up half a size, so they're nice and wide. I've got a lot of space for my toes. But if you have well, you don't have bunions yet because you're too young, switch sides. But I've got a bunion and it's not attractive. But it's also, it can be painful, right? So you want something with a little bit more space. Anyway, I will link that podcast at the end if you're interested in listening. It was very informative. If you have plantar fasciitis, if you have hammer toes, bunions, bunionettes, like all of those things can be improved if you take care of your feet. So lesson to the young. Right?
Yeah.
Stratton, some people have requested from you a stretching video. What do you think about that? Let's come into this position with our hands behind us.
Sounds like we'll learn how to do it together. I'm not much of a stretcher per se, as per I do lightweight of the exercise I'm going to do before I do it.
Yeah, I think that's good. And you know
dynamic stretching in a sense.
And there's not a lot of additional benefit for people to stretch if they're super flexible. There's not really the necessity as much. Let's round through the back here. If you're not flexible though, like Stratton's legs right there, you should do.
I didn't know you were crisscrossing.
Is that comfortable right there? It looks uncomfortable.
It's so uncomfortable. My hips hurt.
Okay, so who needs to do some more stretching?
I also did legs today.
Hands behind the back, stretch through the chest, drop the shoulders. Let's tilt the neck to one side.
I can't. Look at my hands.
That's bad. Come on.
Well,
Just
my back's bigger than yours.
move daily or something. He said my back's bigger than yours. That's why I can't stretch my. Okay. Hey, thanks for the yard sale today. It was great. Thanks for moving daily with me, Strat.
Thanks for moving daily with me, Trace.
As always, go move daily in your wellness
Wellness
and
and nutrition, and we'll see you in the next video.
Don't be a copycat.
Well,
see ya.
join me for a stretch if you can.